Hey guys, Joseph here. This is going to be our last installation for 2023, so we're going all out on this one. So for today's video, we're hardwiring the VIOFO A229 4K Pro Dual Dashcam together with the BlackboxMyCar PowerCell 8 battery pack in a new crossover SUV, the 2023 Toyota RAV4 Prime. Now for those who don't know, the A229 Pro Dual came out around 3 months ago, and it's gotten some rave reviews already, given that it's the first 4K dashcam with dual Sony Starvis 2 sensors. It carries an 8-megapixel IMX678 sensor on the front cam and a 5-megapixel IMX675 sensor on the rear. Both cameras are also equipped with Super Night Vision 2.0 plus HDR, that's high dynamic range, in all cameras. Check out our sample footage video if you haven't already done so. This is a perfect dashcam for this 2023 Toyota RAV4 Prime, a Pro for the Prime. Now, before we begin, remember that hardwiring is optional. If you don't want to use the VIOFO A229 Pro Dual's parking mode, you can use the 12-volt power cable and your car's cigarette socket for a simpler installation. While recording your drive is important, we also value recording when the car is off and keeping it protected. So we're adding this installation with a BlackboxMyCar PowerCell 8 battery pack for extra long 24/7 coverage. If you're installing a dashcam for the very first time, we'd also recommend purchasing an essential BlackboxMyCar installation kit, which will include all the tools you'll need for this install, including a circuit tester, trim removal tool, zip ties, and antifuses. Plus, with our new rewards program, this install kit can be included for free in any purchase for only 500 points. The first thing to do is to locate your vehicle's fuse box or power source. Normally, the fuse box would be by the footwell on the driver's or passenger's side. For this RAV4, the fuse panel is located directly beneath the dashboard on the driver's side. To wire the VIOFO A229 Pro Dual to the BlackboxMyCar PowerCell 8 battery pack, we're using a spliced output cable, connecting an output cable for the battery to an A229 Pro Dual hardwire kit. For a discrete setup, we put the battery underneath the driver's seat. Here we also had to remove this long panel door trim panel so we could fish the PowerCell 8's wires through without drilling or leaving any cables sticking out. We used the included Velcro adhesives to hold the battery in place once installed. Going back to the fuse box, carefully remove its plastic panel cover. What you need is the hardwire kit for the battery pack. The silver lining here is that unlike a typical hardwire install with a battery, this is only a 2-wire connection, so you only need to find a suitable ACC ignition-based fuse and ground connection, as opposed to a 3-wire connection for a camera. We'll have an upcoming video covering more detailed instructions on how to hardwire a battery pack and wire add fuses, so stay tuned for that. Here we're using a socket wrench to loosen a metal bolt next to the fuse box just enough so that it may slide on the grounding cable's C-shaped head. Then we're tightening the bolt back over it. Next, test out various fuses with a circuit tester. We've included one in the install package to see which would work best for an ACC connection. This one will only light up when the vehicle is on. The fuse tap that you choose is dependent on the car, from ATO, Micro 2, Low Profile, and Mini. For this 2023 Toyota RAV4 Prime, low profile fuses are used. Make sure the fuse tab you're adding is equal to or higher than the existing fuse you're connecting to. After we finish wiring, we can connect the hardwire cable to the battery pack. To do so, we peeled off some of the floor paneling right by the driver door and wired underneath it, all the way underneath the driver's side seat. With that, put back the fuse box cover and paneling, and we're finished in the fuse box. Next up, let's mount the VIOFO A229 Pro Dual's front dashcam. For us, the best place to mount it is behind the rearview mirror on the passenger side, because it conceals the dashcam from the driver's view. The front cam includes a 2.4-inch screen, but it is still designed discreetly. The screen is helpful for managing the camera if you're more old school, instead of using the built-in Wi-Fi. Just remember that before mounting the camera, we recommend you clean the interior windshield with Windex to ensure the camera adheres appropriately. Remove any marks or smears that may impact your footage's video quality too. Now it's time to mount the dashcam. Peel the adhesive from the back of the VIOFO A229 Pro and mount it in the best angled position. Hold it up against the windshield firmly for just a few seconds. To determine the best angle, we recommend you install and launch the VIOFO mobile app. You can check the camera's live view and figure out if it's positioned correctly at the center. We'll put the CPL filter on. This is included in the box when you purchase a VIOFO A229 Pro. After mounting the front cam, it's time for the wires. Run the power cable from the battery up to the front cam. You'll need to route it up to and across the A-pillar, across the headliner, and to the cam. The easy part will be taking off the plastic trim of the vehicle and running the cable up the side of your vehicle door to the A-pillar. The plastic trim should be easy to peel off and run the cable behind, running up along the frame of your driver's side door. You can use the trim tool to pry off the plastic trim if necessary. We need to now cross the A-pillar to reach the headliner after working our way up. We'll gently pry at the A-pillar with your handy trim removal tool until the cable slides across. Ensure that it is not obstructing any airbags by running behind or avoiding them. Once we're past the A-pillar, we can peel down the headliner and stuff the cables inside. You can use cable clips to secure the cable if it's loose. Next, we move on to the rear cam. This is the extra step on top of installing a front-only channel camera system. No big deal, it's just a couple extra wires that you'll have to run and hide. You're gonna need the rear connecting cable that comes with the package. Plug the rear connecting cable into the front cam, run the cable along the headliner and straight across the length of the car past the A, B, and C pillar. Now, let's mount the rear camera itself. Since the RAV4 Prime is an SUV, we're gonna need to wire through the grommet connecting the rear hatch to the rest of the vehicle. The rear body piece nearest the back windshield should be removed first. The internal clamps should easily come loose with the trim tool and some force, revealing the connecting grommet exit. On the main vehicle side, we'll do the same process to make space at the entrance of the connecting grommets. We'll have to run the cable through one of these grommets. Sometimes they can be rather tight, so loosening it with some lubricant is advised. And for this install, we fished the cable through by wrapping a zip tie to the end of the cable. This allowed us to pull the cable out on the other end. Next, if you have any extra slack or excess cabling in your rear cable, now's the time to loop it through the rear roof of the car, storing it up between the frame and the headliner. We bundled up the excess cabling using electrical tape and tucked it away, then closed everything up. Next, install the rear camera on the rear windshield. Just make sure it's centered, and note that it should not be installed with the rear defroster lines blocking its view. Same as the front cam, you'll want to check the live view of the rear cam before mounting, making sure it's up and running and using the positioning lines accordingly. Beyond that, make sure everything is nicely hidden and tucked away, closing up all the panels. Before hitting the road, make sure to test it to make sure it's working properly. Turn on the car and check if the dash cam turns on automatically. If it doesn't, recheck the power connections. So there you have it. The VIOFO A229 Pro Dual is ready to give this RAV4 Prime the protection it deserves. If you're interested in getting a VIOFO, do let us know. This dash cam is also available in 1-channel, 2-channel, and 3-channel configurations. If you want to know more, we'll include all the products we mentioned in the description link below. Now, having this dual channel installed can be a breeze if you're down with getting a little technical. But if you need help from our professional installers, our team at BlackboxMyCar will be happy to help. If you're in the Richmond area, give us a call to schedule an appointment. Mention this YouTube video and we'll give you 25% off your next installation with the purchase of a refurbished PowerCell 8 battery pack. And check out our new rewards program as our way of giving back to our fans, offering endless extras and add-ons for free. You can even redeem an essential installation kit for free for just 500 points, or take a big fat 10% off your VIOFO A229 Pro Dual purchase with 1,000 points. Support us by hitting that like and subscribe button to our channel to get the latest updates and news at BlackboxMyCar. Thanks for watching.